One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan of Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Beavers offense will have the ball first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. To the air, it's Woodside. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida. Just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out, when the ball's going to be thrown, so I can go make a play.
It's so important to rep it like that, because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to happen. But I think that time, the quarterback pre-snap, him and the receiver, they made a little eye contact. They knew this was going to be an opportunity, and they went out and they executed what they practice every single day. What you just said, David, and it works to perfection.
He's got an open man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going.
Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game on defense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Creates a little room. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Fighting off the defender. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Just drives in between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, going to the air. Got his man on the right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. To throw, it's Woodside. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Just keeps slinging it. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking for a man. It's Woodside. It's complete to the right. Man, just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He uncorks one deep. Makes a grab deep. Plenty of room on that play, and they
boy, they're nice. He definitely wants to lead.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football.
Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here we go. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a man. It's Woodside. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Beavers are rolling down the field. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Oregon State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Hatchett.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On the run, it's Tatum. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back to pass. It's Woodside. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This one's complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Touchdown, Beavers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it to the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw for it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hatchett. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackman was a two-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Got it behind the line. It's Tatum. Powers through the defender. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Tatum. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll do it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. To the air, it's Woodside. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback may change this route. 3rd down play from the gun. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Floating away. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Oregon State, 42, Rutgers, 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a crease. It's Tatum.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Beavers will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Hatchett. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Scarlet Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Using his legs, it's Tatum. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Woodside. Gets it out fast. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. 1st down for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field to score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Louisiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. But they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Makes the catch.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking downfield, it's Woodside. Right down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Release to the back. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just... he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the timing just a hair off.
But you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Looking left. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
To the air, it's Woodside. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll move the wide receiver. Completes the shuffle pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Tatum. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to pass. It's Woodside. Finds a man on the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw on first down. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the point after is good.
63, Rutgers, 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Fires left. It's complete.
Come on, one.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Inside a minute to go here in the third. They'll try the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hatchett. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one.
On to kick it away.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dropping back, it's Woodside. Quarterback now breaking the field. Running into the open space. Turning on the Jets. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. To the air on first down. On target to the left. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Fakes to grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Beavers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Woodside. He's got it. Nice move to keep running. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive. Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Scarlet Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Woodside. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Gonna sling it on second down. This time he's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Beavers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Hauls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beaver!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run it from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Scarlet Knights have pushed it inside the 20. He'll pull it on the read. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game.
He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Working that left side now. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. And the Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Look out, he's got room. Picks up the first down. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Scarlet Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the shotgun, the inside give. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Woodside. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to run it. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Plucks it out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Beavers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to take a shot. He's got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Looking to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting